Hey guys, this is Steve at Web2ink's. In this video we're going to take a look at our instant price quoting features. So where we are now is we're on the front end of one of our test websites, and I'm going to show you how this looks and works on the front end. Then we'll jump over to the admin and take a look. But before we do that, let me show you how to get instant pricing on a product by product level. So right quick, I'm just going to go to a certain product. We'll choose the men's ultra cotton t-shirt. Here you can see this is the product page, and you have the option to get an instant price on this particular product right here. So you can enter in your quantity, you can choose your color, any specific sizes. If there's options associated with this product, they're going to appear here, such as individually folded and bagged, or inside neck tag, and when you choose yes on these, it'll change the pricing appropriately. If the particular product is available with multiple printing processes, then that would be selected here as well. And then down here, you're just going to put in the specs for the print. So choose your side, how many colors of ink, whether or not there's names and numbers, and then you just repeat that process for the different print locations. This particular product is accepting print on the front and back side, but if you had it set up to receive print on the sleeves, then you would see the two other locations here. And then right here, your customer is just going to click send quote. It'll email them a copy of the quote, or they can send it to their boss or their colleagues. But what this is really great for is when employees and workers at the print shop receive a quote request, they can just fill this out real quick and instantly email the price quote to the client. But let's go back to the home page, and we're going to take a look at what this video is really about, which is our instant price quoting tool that will allow your customer to select any product. So we'll scroll down just a bit. Right here I have a button called Get Instant Price. So when I click that, it's going to bring up a pop-up here, and in this pop-up, this is where we're going to put in our specs and all our info to get the price returned instantly. So this particular website, and to kind of show you guys as an example, there's a feature on here that is selected called I will supply the garments. So this is really set up for wholesale and contract screen printers that let their clients send in the shirts, and they simply do the printing. So with that selected, the user is going to put in their specs. So with contract printing, it's not so much the brand and color of the shirt as much as it is, well, it is the color, but it's not so much as the brand and style as it is like the garment color and the fabric. So if you're doing contract printing, you can load into the admin, and I'll show you how that works later. You can put in your variables. So one variable might be the garment color. You might have one price for whites, one price for dark shirts. So we'll select dark right here. Another pricing factor for your contract printing might be the fabric makeup. So we've got 100% cotton or poly blends. For now, we'll just leave it at cotton. And the print process here, whatever you do your contract printing or embroidering on, you'll let them choose the print process that they want to price on. So we'll keep it at screen printing. And right down here, we're just going to put in our specs. So on the front side of the shirt, let's say we want 2 colors. On the back side of the shirt, let's say we want 4. Then we're going to put in our quantity here of, let's say, 100 shirts. We'll click submit. Based on all the information that we've put in, it's going to return the price. So you've got the quantity of 100, the price is $4 each, and the total is 400. So from here, a user can click on this, and it'll allow them to email themselves or their colleagues the quotes, or they can click on submit request, and they'll send a copy of this email to you, the website owner or the admin, with any questions they might have. So they might say, hey, I got this price on your website. Can this job be done in 12 days? So that's how this is going to look on the front end of the website if you're offering contract printing. So let's kind of start over again and look at it without the contract printing. So I'm going to uncheck I will supply the garments, and by doing so, that's going to bring up kind of the catalog of products that people can choose from. So we'll pick a shirt here. We'll say we want the Gildan shirt. Simply select a color, and any options associated to that garment you would select in here. You would select the available print process, and then you would put in your specs. So let's do the same thing, 2-color front with a 4-color back, and then we'll just put in some quantities here. And the rest of it really works in the same way. So you'll hit the submit button. You'll see you've got a quantity of 275. You've got a price of $4.91 each, and then you have your total. And then from here, your customer again can email themselves or their colleagues the quote, or they can submit a request for information to you with any questions. So that's what it looks like on the front end of the site. And the pop-up, of course, you can close or just click off of the pop-up and it will close instantly. So let's take a look at how we're going to manage this in the admin. So I always like to start off at the dashboard because that's where you'll land whenever you log in. So in this case, we're going to go to Web2ink. We're going to click on price quotes. And then from here, this is where you're going to set up your options and kind of your rules. So right here, allow price quotes on the front end. You want to keep that checked because that's going to allow people to see the form and enter their information. If you don't do contract printing, or you don't allow your customers to supply the garments, then you can just uncheck this, allow supply garments on price quote. If you do that, I'll go ahead and click submit. So I've made that change. I'm going to go back to the front end of the website, do a quick refresh. And then when I open this, it's going to instantly go to the catalog. Instead of letting me put in the print specs for any clothes that I'm going to be supplying, it's going to make me choose a product. So then the rest of it is exactly the same as how I had shown you before, except there's no option there for I will supply the garments. So we'll close out of here and go back to here. If you do supply the garments, then right here you'll choose which printing processes you're going to allow your users to get prices on for their supplied garments. If you just want to return pricing and you don't want to let them share it through email, you can uncheck this. If you don't want them to submit requests to you with questions, you can uncheck that. And then down here, these are just the different variables of what you're going to ask your customers to determine the pricing if they are supplying the garments. Because if they're supplying the garments, you're going to need certain information to know how to price it properly. But if they're choosing a garment from your catalog, then you're already going to have all the information. You're going to know the makeup of the garment, the colors available, if it's cotton or polyester. So this is where you're going to control it in the admin, and that is how you set up and manage our instant price quoting feature. If you guys have any questions, feel free to give us a shout. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.